Oh, I'm recording. So I had this idea. I thought I'll do a video. Um, it's not really going very well. As you can see, it's all blurry around the edges. Now, that could be because my stash of vintage porn mags are on the shelf behind. You might also hear in the background there's someone trimming a hedge. But anyway, really crack on. Now, the reason for doing this is because this month marks the 5th anniversary of the 86 fix. And I thought, well, rather than doing a blog post, I would make a twat of myself on a camera. I mean, why not? So I've got no script, no notes. I am making this up as I go along, which is obvious, I would have thought. It couldn't be more amateurish, but there is a purpose to it. And that purpose, it sort of hit me a few weeks ago. And I was thinking, well, 5 years I've been doing this. As many of you know, I never intended to become a writer. But I thought it was a good time to sort of reflect. And I think the problem with what I do is that I sit here day after day with my porn stash on my own, trying to sort of fill a blank page. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a lonely job. And also, I would say sometimes it's tricky to keep your motivation levels up. And I think I was probably feeling a little bit sorry for myself a few weeks ago. Don't ask me why. Change the season, who knows? Or it could have been that I turned 50, which is, yeah, let's not dwell on that. Anyway, there I was, feeling a little bit sorry for myself and reflecting on the sort of 5 years. And I think at that point, it made me realize that actually, rather than sort of focusing on what perhaps I would have loved to have achieved, I really should be very grateful for what I have achieved. If you're watching this, then there's a good, I mean, I don't even know where we're now, 5 minutes in. I mean, God bless you, because I would have given up by now. But if you're watching this, there's probably a good chance that you've been with me for some time, that you've probably read more than one or two of my books. And it sort of struck me that I really am very lucky that I may not have the greatest readership in the world. The greatest, I mean, in terms of number, clearly I have the greatest readership. But all of you are incredibly loyal, incredibly supportive. And I thought, what better way to show you how grateful I am than to put my ugly mug on a screen and bust through a video for 10 minutes. I mean, what more could you want? So this is me really just saying thank you, because I have come to realize that the only reason I'm still doing this is because of you. And if it wasn't for you buying my books and, you know, saying lovely things, and more importantly, the support you give me, I don't think I could do it. Well, I couldn't do it. I certainly couldn't pay the mortgage, that's for sure. So 5 years come, gone, and I am incredibly grateful. Where the next 5 years goes is anyone's guess. I'm already working on novel number 13, and I'll let you know a little bit more about that when I know myself. I've written about 11, 12,000 words now, so it's coming along. We have the foundations in place, and I'll put a synopsis together in the next week or two. I think I said that a week or two ago, but I've not struggled with this one, but I wanted to get it right. So that hopefully, I did think it was going to be out before Christmas, but I think that might be a bit ambitious. I think realistically it's going to be the new year. I also did toy with the idea, as I did with Waiting in the Sky. I toyed with the idea of trying to get a traditional publishing deal. As many of you know, I'm independently published, so I do everything myself. But I think part of that sort of 5 year thing, I was thinking, wouldn't it be lovely if I could get a traditional publishing deal? And actually, that was one of the reasons why Waiting in the Sky came to be and why it's a bit different from anything else I've written. The aim was, it was to appeal to a broader market. I think it probably does, but it's not. I love it as a book, but it's probably not the most Keith A Pearson of books, should we say that? But anyway, I spoke to an agent at the time when I was halfway through writing it, and they said it would probably be getting on for a year, 14 months before it was ever released. And I'm such an impatient man. So I decided to publish it myself. But this next one, I'm going through that same thing where there is a modicum of validation in having a traditional publishing deal, and you get access to you get access to all the PR machine of a publishing house. It puts you in front of different readers. You know, you're actually considered for things like Costa and all these other sort of awards that they give out. Not that I'm obsessed by any of that stuff, but I guess it would be nice. So I'm going to have a think on that one. I did a little poll on Twitter, and it seems that sort of 2/3 of people think I should just carry on independently publishing, and a third think I should try for a traditional deal. So we'll see. But anyway, I think you've probably had enough now. I also need to get back to writing. So again, I just wanted to say thank you, genuinely, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I am beyond grateful for all your support, and long may it continue for the next 5 years on whatever that brings. I'm now going to try and work out how to turn this fucking thing off. It's taken me 10 minutes to even activate it. So wish me luck. Bye.